Not charging battery 100%.
Take the battery lead out, and then the sound quality will be a bit better. We're going to do a bit of GA flying today on FSX because they have some good sound packs on there. I'm going to take the Cessna 414 Chancellor up.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Let me show you.
Landscape.
This thing, it's currently positioned on a runway at Norwich Airport, and Marshall's here on Skype. Hopefully the volume's all okay. I just need to post the links and stuff. Engines are off at the moment, we're just sat here, and if people want to join on Eurofly, there is a Cessna 414 on Eurofly, there is a Norwich Airport on Eurofly, so you can at least start out with us. We're just going to do a few touch and goes at different airports and things around the UK, and we may change aircraft depending on what people want. You know, I'm probably not going to go in jets today unless people really want me to. Go in a small jet like a Learjet or something like that. Right, let me just get the link posted up, and then we'll get moving along once people are with us.
I'm currently trying to forcibly land a Cessna 414 in Kemble on FSX. During the descent, we were clocking 270 knots because I selected the runway rather late. That's why I say I'm trying to forcibly land it. I'm trying to forcibly land it.
Does this Cessna have any cockpit sound? Because I can't hear anything at the minute.
Probably not then. I didn't hear anything when I started it up.
Landing lights on.
Fair enough.
Gear down.
Alright, that link is tweeted out. I'm just going to hang on for a little bit, just while people join, because people are going to have to get set up if they're coming with us on Eurofly.
If you're coming with us on Eurofly, the best way to get out of Norwich VFR is to set Norwich as a destination.
Hello, Miguel. Miguel is in the chat already.
Approach work, and then just delete it once you're airborne.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you won't get clearance.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hello, Miguel. We are having a relatively good day. I'm doing alright. I'm not doing too badly. Yeah, that's the point. If you want to fly with us on Eurofly, anyone, then if you want to depart, because flying VFR isn't really supported on Eurofly, you can't just sort of fly around and be like, yeah, okay, we'll land at this airport. You have to set it. If you depart from Norwich, or like a Category 2 airport, where they'll say, yeah, you haven't set a destination, you can't take off, you just have to set a random destination, anything, just take off and then delete it and you'll be fine.
Come on, approach 1000.
Hi Jesse as well. I'll tell you what, let's get this thing started and let's start moving. You know, if people want to join us, they certainly can, and I'm sure they'll catch up with us. Right, what do we need to do then?
Prop area clear.
Yeah, let me just get back in properly.
Menu. Desktop window. Menu. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Right, here we go.
Landscape.
Start the engines.
Prop area's clear.
Alright, that's our engine started. I'm just going to go and check volumes are okay and you can hear the aircraft. And then we will get moving.
Oh, is it bad weather over there, Gus? We're
1,000 feet, sir.
1,000. In the UK, we're currently experiencing temperature 13.
Oh, it's rainy, is it, Gus? Okay, yeah. It's rainy over here. I don't think it's raining now. I'll tell you what, there we can. That's something we can do. Let's get the weather information for this airport. Trying to work out if I've got the ATC window up. Oh. Visibility greater than 20. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 14. Altimeters 3030. ILS runway 27 in use. Yeah, fine. Okay, yeah, the airport is VFR.
500.
500.
Right. Stop.
Minimums.
Marshall, there's a question you might be better equipped to answer than me. I mean, I'm no expert on laptops and everything. I would imagine that would be fine. Jesse said, well, you might want to look at it in the chat. He's just asking a question about laptops.
100.
100. Yep, sure.
50.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Brakes and reverse thrust, sir.
50. We just get this plane stopped and then I'll look into it.
I would imagine yes, though, Jesse, that'd be fine. Especially if you're only using Eurofly.
Euro traffic Cessna 414 Papa Juliet is clear of runway 27.
Especially because Eurofly doesn't take up much. OBS takes up a bit more, but not a load, and especially if you're not running it at high settings.
Um, 16 gigs, probably yes. 16 gigs of RAM will definitely do you some good if that's what you mean, and 16 gigs of storage you should be fine. Just be mindful though that you can't install FSX on it because that's an 8GB program.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It will run slow, so I would recommend probably.
If you're going to get FSX, if you're just having a setup of Eurofly and recording it or streaming it or whatever, then I would imagine you'll be fine. FSX will work, but I think it will be pretty slow.
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about how slow it will be.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Okay then. Right, let's get moving. I'm gonna get this thing moving. We'll just run the takeoff and listen to this thing take off, and whatever.
Landscape. Profile.
Oh damn it! I always do that.
Microsoft.
It's on full screen and then I go out of it, and then
Landscape.
FSX just doesn't like it. Right.
Skype trademark. Microsoft profile. Skype trade. Microsoft profile.
Oh.
Microsoft mic.
I haven't even launched up
Folder view list.
FSX
Open box.
Pilot.
Still short. Contact open. Google Pin run as a minute. Folder view list. Still short. 27 of 28. Taskbar. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG 000 ZDS 0000 KNTV/S 00.
Yeah, Miguel says he has 8GB. So, was it 8 or 4? Yeah, 4. So yeah. Right.
Autopilot on.
Let's go then.
Greater less button. Bring minutes contact range run takeoff R. Auto Skype trademark. Microsoft light mic.
Display for departure, sir.
Landscape.
Landing, strobe, and NAV lights on.
I've seen somebody with an 8
Climb rate set to
hard
1,000 feet per minute. Altitude set to 3,400 feet. Speed set to 130 knots.
Drive running at 7,200
NAV
RPM,
on.
storing all of
V1.
X-plane scenery and whatnot. That
Rotate.
was CPT Canada.
NAV on.
Right, we're up.
Oh, okay.
Let's go back for the cockpit view. There's cockpit view.
Gear up. Heading set to a true heading of 35 degrees.
Right, gears
Flaps
up.
up. Landing lights off. Please resume on navigation, sir.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're just going to set speed.
Flight data. Speed save. 211 kNTS.
211 knots.
Panel dialog. Range mode. Menu button.
Set to
Auto
211
Microsoft. Panel.
Using is set to
Autopilot made.
20, but
Multi-line.
actually 211, so...
Right, we're going to set altitude to just 3,000 feet.
Greater.
Altitude set to 3,000 feet.
Edit. Selected 1000.
And that'll do. Right, let's let this thing climb a bit.
Microsoft. Landscape.
And like I say, if anyone wants us to switch planes once I land, I can always switch planes to another GA aircraft. I really like this plane though. If you have FSX and you want a GA plane, I would recommend getting this Cessna 414 Chancellor, it's called.
Oh, you mean you're going to be running 16 gigabytes of RAM? What hard drive are you going to be running, or what SSD are you going to be running? 16 gigabytes of RAM will do you good. Yeah, that's that can.
Yeah, I think with
handle anything.
yeah, with that much amount of RAM, I would imagine you'll be fine with anything, yeah. Or at
Yeah.
least what we're doing with this FSX and Eurofly and your capture software, whatever you're doing, I think that'll be fine.
Yeah, because I'll go into my. Because I mean, I'm running a.
Outside view.
I believe I'm running a 14 gig hard drive. I'm not entirely sure what RAM I'm running, but actually, I'll quit
Microsoft
FSX because it will just get in the way for this.
Autopilot make. File submenu. File menu. Exit. Unknown.
And I may well do this off camera because it's going to give me a load of technical details, but oh well, let's just do it.
Run dialog. Type the name. Text on the desktop. C: /Windows /System 32 /CMD.external. Microsoft Windows version 10.0.16299.192 C right there. 2017 Microsoft Corporation.
Okay, so I find that if you've got a computer and you want to know what hard drive or what disk space you're running, without going into the properties of the disk and finding out what disk it's actually relying on, this is the easiest way to do it.
Jesse, do I have a flight plan saved as I'm not obeying the tower? No, we are VFR, so you don't have to obey the tower if you're VFR, if you don't want to. We're just flying around. I'm just going to let it climb to 3,000 and then I'm going to see what airports are around us and head for one of them and do some touch and goes or something. But yeah, you don't have to talk to the tower. I might get in contact with the tower, but they're not going to tell me to do anything.
But no, I always find that if you're not sure what setup you're running, what disk the computer is actually relying on, this is the easiest way to do it. So I'll show you what I'm doing.
C type characters on. Run dialog. Type the name of a proceed. M E text.
I'm going to go into my command prompt, and in Windows 10, NVDA actually reads your command prompts to you. So for people like me, that is good. So I'm going to type in disk parts in one word.
D-I-S-K-D-A-R-T.
Jesse says he's looking at getting a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, you'll be good with that.
Yeah, yeah.
So disk part, I'm now going to type in list
L-I-S-T space
disk.
This number status size read in GPT 8-7-7 disk 0 online 931 GB 5120 KB star disk book greater.
And if I want to do anything to a particular disk, I can type in select
S-E-L-E-C-T space D-I-S-K space
disk 0.
Microsoft disk part version 10.0.16299.15 disk dash shift to vote.
Oh, I need to actually put a space between disk and 0.
S-E-L-E-C space D-E-S-K space dash disk 0 is now the selected disk book greater.
And then there's a number of things I can do from here. I could format the drive, which I'm not going to do. I could detail the disk and get all the technical information about the disk. So that's what I'm going to do.
D-E-A-I-L space I-N-A.
Now this is where you're going to get a lot of info coming up, so be ready for it.
HGS 500 port 1010 A9680. Disk ID colon. Left brace FA43 D0 F3 dash D2 B3 dash 489 dash 95 CF dash A8934 A42 DA8 right brace. Type colon SATA. Status colon online. At colon 0. Target colon 0. Len ID colon 0. Location at colon Cyrus left parent. 0 right parent. Number PCI left parent. 1300 right parent. Number ATA left parent. C00 T00L00 right parent. Current read dash only state colon no. Read dash only colon no. Root disk colon yes. Azure file disk colon yes. Hibernation file disk colon no. Crash room disk colon yes. Cluster disk colon no. Volume number LT. Label the best type size status info. 10 dash 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 11 dash 5 dash 10 dash 7 dash 9 dash 8 dash. Volume 1 C window.
How long does this rubbish go on for?
Oh well, you get the picture now.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to type in exit. Exit. Yeah, that's an easy way if you're not sure what it's relying on to find out.
Alright, let's see, shall we, where we are.
Landscape.
Yeah, with those specs you should be fine.
Focus panel fly direction submenu. Airport submenu N. Egypt. Coastal AP 6 ETSD. North Deans 21.7 NM. ETSH. Norwich 22.7
I'm just going to look for, so we're 22 miles away from Norwich where we took off from.
UK07. Swanton Norway AP ETSJ. Seating 29 ETSK. Ethel 30 point exit. Shipman ETSM. Beckles 33 ETSD. All Buckingham 35 Egypt. Marm AP 43.5
I have a feeling we're starting to head out over the sea because we're not near many airports.
Southampton 40 Egypt. Coastal AP ETSD. North Deans 21.7 NM.
I don't know any of these airports. Let's have a look. They're pretty much small airfields. Let's head for that one, EGSV.
EGSV selected.
It's at least a point we can head towards. What runways do they even have? 639 metre runway. Yeah. Only 2 runways and they're probably not quite big enough.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Landscape.
Let's also just check our speed.
Landscape. Autopilot main panel dialog heading force HTT 180 0209 KNTV /S 0139 FT /MO 0281 FT ETS.
Yeah, we're clocking about 209 knots.
Selected nav STD check, nav checkbox checked.
Yeah, nav's on. Yeah, we're doing pretty good for speed. I mean, we are quite low, so we'll get more speed.
Skype rate profile. Microsoft. Landscape.
Yeah. I mean, that's a route you can go down. I wouldn't entirely recommend doing that if there's no one around in case it goes wrong, but unless you literally type in clean disk, there's nothing wrong you can do. Because if you type in clean disk, you'll even get a confirmation dialog.
Alright, yeah, that's very nice, Marshall. I'm sure it is very good, but you know, this is a Blind Flight Simmer channel. If people come on and see all this, they're probably going to think, what the hell are they on about? So if you want to do that, make your own channel. I don't mind answering questions, of course. We just don't want to go into too much detail because new people will click on and think, what is this?
Yeah.
Let's contact ATC, shall we? And someone's requesting IFR. Yeah, well, let's get rid of them.
This type Cessna 15 miles northeast of Coltishall. Request flight following. Cessna November 414 Juliet Papa. Armed approach. Squawk 7202. Squawk 7202. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa. Radar contact 14 miles northeast of Coltishall 3000. Altimeter 3018. Copy. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
Okay, so we now have flight following with Marham approach, which I'm guessing is some sort of approach in the UK. I've never really been with them much before because I've never flown around this area, but there we go. And yeah, we'll keep flying until I see an airport that I recognise nearby, and then we'll do a touch and go or something. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but it sounded like the engine increased power. And this way you'll get to hear some of the AI traffic talk on frequency.
Lucas less 3 Alu less 3 is online alert.
Borax, the game seems quiet. Yeah, it is a bit, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can turn the sim up a bit, especially when my microphone's on.
Borax, the game seems quiet.
Oh no, shut up, phone. Okay. Yeah, it's the microphone's a bit loud. I'm trying to get the right settings, to be honest with you, because OBS, if I have it on boost 1, it's too quiet, and then boost 2, it seems to overpower
Overview
everything.
list. Use access rate 50 for speakers. USB 98% button. A contact trouble open volume unknown. Volume mute volume for profile unmute the volume for NVDA mute the volume for Microsoft Flight Simulator 11 12 13 14 15 16.
Right, let's try this.
Autopilot main Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
It still seems a bit quiet. It's loud enough in my headphones, but it seems a bit quieter on the stream. Borak, how do I capture video? You have to add I think it's screen capture or something as a video source. I think there was a guide on how to do it on audio games or something, but it's a bit of a pain. It's a real pain to get it to work because you have to use object nav and all stuff. It's and once it was working, I've just left it. So you see, ideally the way I would have it is it just captures FSX. You can get it to just capture FSX and nothing else, so even if I take FSX off my screen it will still continue to send out FSX. That way everything I do on my screen won't come up on the video, but I can't get that to work, so it just captures everything on my screen.
Landscape. Landscape folder view. Run view access rate VSD. Account open. Unknown. Dialog volume mute the volume for Microsoft Flight 17 18 19 20. Autopilot main panel. Microsoft.
Okay.
Landscape.
Launcher.
Autopilot. FS panel row. Epcot. Flat flare. Near Egypt. Coltishall AB. ETSH. Norwich 4. ETSK. Ethel 12. ETSH. Norwich 4.6 NME. ETSK, Ethel 12 UK07, ETSJ, Seating 14 point ETSD, North Keens, Swift, Exa, Shipdam, ETSD, Old Buckingham, ETSM, Beckles 20 Ejam, Marham AB, ETXH, Honington, Eagle, Laken Heath AB, Exo, Crowfield, Egan, Mildendal AB, Ega, Wadisham Army 39, ETST, Elmset 40, ETCL, Fenland 4, Egypt, Coltishall AB 1.2 N, ETCL, Fenland 49.4 NME.
Yeah, there's Fenland. We know where that is, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's head for there.
Range hold. Menu button.
CL selected.
Yeah, I know where Fenland is.
NAV on.
What runways do they have?
Near runways at target airport sub EGCL 0880 day 660 NME.
Long enough.
EGCL 18181 day 590
Sorry?
NME.
I said if the runway's
EGCL 26260 day 660 NME.
668 meters is their
EGCL 161 day
longest.
590 PME.
we could probably do it.
Yeah. I don't necessarily need to land there, I just want to use it as a navigational sort of target.
Yeah.
Runways at target air. Fs panel.
Papa, ATC services terminated.
Oh,
Landscape.
they just terminated our ATC because we didn't respond. Let's get it back, shall we?
Norwich
At
approach.
least it wasn't. Our flight plan is cancelled when we're up at 25,000 feet.
Cessna, 3 miles northwest of Norwich. Request flight following.
Cessna November 414 Juliet Papa North approach squawk 3253.
Squawk 3253. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
Cessna 4 Juliet Papa radar contact 4 miles northwest of North 3000 altimeter 3027.
And,
4 Juliet
FYI, Borak, I have not.
Cessna
I
4
repeat, I
Juliet
have
Papa,
not
traffic
taken a plane
vehicle
down in the
3
last
miles.
3 hours.
Oh, we've got traffic.
Fokker, report them in sight.
Did I say Fokker? We've got a Fokker, have we?
departure 1512.
Oh, 1512, climbing through 1000. Yeah, that's near us. How do you report in sight?
Departure, roger.
I don't know, sometimes it's 2 and sometimes not.
1512, turn left heading 100, proceed on.
I think they're trying to vector them away from us, that's a bit close.
Turn left heading 10.
TCAS, climb now, increase climb.
1512. Norwich approach. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
Climb now,
Flight following.
increase climb.
Oh no, that tried to cancel flight following. Has that cancelled it, or can I retract that?
It's probably cancelled it.
Hope that plane didn't crash into us. Or something ridiculous. Now in FSX it probably flew through us and we're still in the air.
Yeah, it probably just smashed through the middle of us, leaving the
Cessna
cockpit in
November
Texas.
414 Juliet Papa is type Cessna 5 miles east of uniform Kilo 07. Request flight follow.
1512, climb and maintain 1000. Cessna November 414 Juliet Papa North approach squawk 6333.
Squawk 6333. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
1512, turn left heading 075, climb and maintain 1000. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa radar contact 4 miles east of uniform Kilo 07 3000 altimeter 3025.
Copy. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa. Turn left heading 07.
Yeah, I had
maintain
I had a McDonnell Douglas DC-10 crash earlier, but those DC-10s have a very bad reputation, so I'm not surprised. I've had a Cessna 414 land successfully on FSX. I've had a Boeing 717 land successfully. I've had an Airbus A310 that caused me to have to do 5 go-arounds because they kept closing the airport, but I landed that successfully.
What do you mean, Borak? If you call yourself a pilot, you should certainly not take your plane something, is that what you mean?
Oh, I think he means crash.
Oh, okay. It just doesn't make sense, the word after.
Going to 124.15. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
Why did the sound just randomly change?
Mara approach. Cessna November 414 Juliet Papa with you. Cessna November 414 Juliet Papa. Mara approach. Roger. Altimeter 3030.
Oh, is that you that's flying, Miguel? Departure from Mendoza, course 1 something in Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Well, I know you can't store this one deck because FSXP will not let you do it. It will recover.
Yeah, most planes in FSX you can't stall, because it will recover. Which is the annoying thing about FSX, the fact that you have to have something else flying the plane for you all the time. But you know, well, not that, like, say it's your plane wasn't flying it for you, but you were a lot more involved. But still, I like some of the planes. So you're reading what?
I was reading what someone put about IYP today, and they put that they didn't know how to fly the heavies, but they got IYP to do it, even though they could see what they were doing and watch what IYP was actually pressing and doing, and then learn to do it.
Yeah, I mean, even IYP wasn't totally realistic procedures, but it was pretty close. It was very good for what it could do. I'm still very annoyed that it's gone. I just don't know why, to be honest with you. I really just don't get why. That's the thing that's annoying. You see, I assumed people who'd already bought it or had it would at least be able to use it in the offline mode, but no, even in the offline mode, where it really shouldn't require any contact with the servers, you still it gets stuck every time on checking to see if the aircraft is fully loaded, and then it just gets stuck and just stops. Let's see where we are, shall we?
Landscape. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG 272 ideas 0211 KNTV
211 knots.
0299 FTEGCL 24.4
We are
3,000.
3,000 feet, yeah, and we're 24 miles away from Finland.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Autopilot FS panel context flat air near Eden Mar Navy UK07 London Exit Japan 13.1 Eagle Laken ETSD All Button Eden November ETSK Ethel 20 ETCL Finland ETXH Covington ETSH Norwich Egypt Colchester ETSJ Seating 30 EI Whiten 34 ETSF Covington ETXC Annexed ETSC Cambridge ETSP Simpson
there's
ETSC
Cambridge.
5.6 NME.
I think I've ever flown into there.
Profield, ETA, Waddisham Army 38 X ETSP, Simpson 38 ETSC, Cambridge 30.
Let's try Cambridge.
Menu button.
ESC selected.
Let's try that.
Context menu. Flat
NAV.
airport sub
Runways.
0550 day, 1960 ME.
Oh, that's a 1,960 metre runway.
ETSC 10100 day, 698 ME.
And then they have a 698 one.
ETSC
But
23230 day, 1960 ME.
698 is probably a general aviation runway.
yeah, I mean, we could take it on the 698, or we could go for the longer 2,000 metre one.
Should we go for the longer 2,000 metre one just to be safe?
Yeah, you know what FSX pilots like. We'll go for that. And
80 knots, V1, rotate.
and then we will land. What are you in?
Eclipse 550.
Alright, I'm Euroflyer. Right, I'm just gonna go back into the sim then.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Yeah. We'll head for Cambridge
Landscape.
and that runway.
Okay, maintain 200 knots. Oh, did I leave my headphones on? Damn it. No, I didn't.
1737.
190 miles per hour in knots.
190 miles per hour is 165.11 knots.
Oh, we're doing 165 knots, we're good.
Do we still have ATC? Yep.
Available.
Whoa, we're 319 miles away from Norwich. I launched out of Newquay
Charging battery 45%.
Climb and maintain 11,000. As soon as we get above 14, I'll increase the power. Annoyingly as well, since last week, Stefan still hasn't added a stall warning.
Yes.
Not charging battery 40.
Shut up, laptop. Yes, if anyone remembers last week and the attempted landing into Zurich. Yeah, we don't talk about it. Yeah, we need a stall warning. We need a stall warning. Simple as that.
Cessna 4 Juliet Papa, contact Lincoln East approach on 136.5. 136.5. Cessna 4 Juliet Papa.
150 miles an hour in knots.
150 miles per hour is 130.35 knots.
Well, we're doing 130 knots and we're still doing good, same we're in a jet. And we're not stalling. Although I suppose this is a smaller jet. You've got Boeings and things that take off at 180, so...
Yeah, that was.
Or I'm going to do my best to avoid a crash this time. What were you saying, Dak?
Oh, I can't remember now. It was just something about last week, I think. Yeah, that was a disaster.
Oh.
Still funny though.
I think the past week's just been a disaster. Crashed planes.
Cessna 4 Juliet Papa, contact London approach on 135.275.
Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna
135.275.
I'm gonna have to pause the sim because I'm gonna have to go for tea, so
Alright, see you later.
I'll be watching on my iPod, so don't stall it or anything, because I'll know your approach is going on.
November 4, 14 Juliet Papa, with you 2,600.
Although speaking of that,
November
I can't
4,
stall it because
Juliet
it's
Papa,
MSX.
London approach, roger, altimeter 3035.
Right, I'm going to set this to fly the approach into Cambridge. Yeah. Now in real life you would have to contact the tower and tell them that you're going to go into Cambridge because it's a commercial free airport as well, but on FSX I can't make it switch to tell them that, so
Frequency was, and we could get it to COM 1, then we might be able to do it, because I think the only frequency box in FSXP is COM 1, so...
Runways at target airport menu. EGSC 0550 day.
right, we want to go for that 105.
Fly right holding, fly left holding, fly curve. All helicopters, planes, fly left hold, fly right holding, fly GPS auto land, EGSC fly short, normal end, short S.
Go for short.
Runway. EGSC 0.
Pilot make SPD check, MC, SP, nav check, edit, multi-lock, edit, 67. Edit selected 3492. Edit selected 3492.
Yeah, so it's actually got
Sir.
to climb a bit to get up to the initial altitude.
Menu. Autopilot main panel dialog heading course HDG 222 ideas 0210 KNTV/S 0049FT/MO 03032 FTTR 123.6 225.
Okay, 23.6 miles to the first waypoint.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Landscape.
Munchkins, we're just flying around the UK randomly in VFR. So we're just in a small aircraft. Let me see, I should be able to get rid of that window. That's the plane we're in, so you can see it's quite small. Small Cessna. We're currently going to Cambridge.
Cessna 4 Juliet Papa, contact Cambridge approach on 123.6.
SSS.
Yeah, we're going to Cambridge approach now.
Cessna 4 Juliet Papa, contact Cambridge.
Oh, come on, give me the window.
123.6.
So I can.
Cambridge approach now.
I need to acknowledge it. If it's going to give me the actual window. There we go.
November 414 Juliet Papa, Cambridge approach, roger, altimeter 3035.
1111.
Cambridge approach 761 with you 3100. 761 Cambridge approach, roger, altimeter 3038.
Just make sure this is slow to its approach speed. Soon.
Charging.
Turn right heading 0905. Turn right heading 0905. 761.
Landscape menu.
Well, what's supposed to happen?
Landscape. Landscape. Menu. Autopilot. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Landscape.
contact London approach on 135.275. 135.275 for 761.
Lucas Lestri Ali Lestri is online alert. Not
I have to keep sorting this laptop out. When I have it plugged in, whether battery in, battery out, it makes a buzzing noise. It's such a pain. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know how long this stream will be. I'm not expecting to stream for long today, so we'll do this flight and then we'll see. You know, it was just a short stream, just to catch up and get this little GA flight in. Hi Robert,
Two.
oh yeah, we heard that, flaps 2. Hi Robert, yeah, we're flying a Cessna 414. We're sort of doing a bit of VFR flying today. We're just heading into Cambridge in the UK at the minute. Yeah, so so yeah, we'll see where we go after that. It's best to take the battery out. Yeah. Even when it's plugged in with that out, though, it's probably better for the computer. But even when it's plugged in with that out, it's something to do with the wire and the frequencies. It buzzes like this. Let me show you. And you know what it does, but
charging battery 35%.
like that. That's literally what it does, and that is really annoying.
Not charging battery 35%.
You're flying to Russia on Euroflight. Nice, yeah. Where are you?
Gear
where
down.
are you going from? Oh, there goes
Landing
our gear.
lights on.
Where are you going from? I've done flights from the UK to Russia before. They took about three hours. Well, what did I do the other day on Friday? I did a 777 from. Why does that kind of keep going on and offline? I did a flight from UK to Istanbul Ataturk, that's where it was, on Eurofly in the 777 on Friday. That was about 3 hours. Nice flight. Flying from Japan with a random task. Yeah, okay. In Japan, that sounds a bit further away. I don't know. Oh, you've always got turbo. That noise, if you're wondering what it was, by the way, was just a notification coming through on my phone. Someone just got sent off in the football. Oh, Borat, yeah, you saw me, yeah. I'm probably going to bring it back at some point. It's a nice flight. I had some stuff I needed to do on my laptop with just research and homework and stuff, so I sort of...
Less 3 is online alert.
What is that guy doing? Like every 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I could bring it back. It's a nice flight. I don't think I had the communicator on, but I should probably put that on board, to be honest with you. Now I can see and talk to other people, but yeah.
1,000 feet, sir.
Oh, we're coming in. Let's do some outside views. Oh no, was that an outside view? Yeah, we were on outside view. Okay.
$500. $100. 50. Brakes and reverse thrust, sir.
That landing sound. We sound pretty fast.
Heading set to a true heading of 50 degrees. Well done. Good landing.
Okay, we stopped. That landing sound was funny. I think they could do with adjusting that. That's not quite... I think I've had that before. That doesn't even show a bumpy landing. It's just their landing sound, the touchdown sound. You just get that squeak. Anyway, yeah, that was fine. That was okay for landing. Oh, I think I've messed up with this microphone. It's not working properly. It's going off mute. Saying Robert, yeah, we can go to Amsterdam. Yeah, definitely. But this plane's a bit slow to get there. I'm trying to think what we could go in. Some sort of jet, like a Learjet, or something like that, like a small jet. If you've got a jet you want to go in from Cambridge to Amsterdam, that would work. And hello, Grandad, you just missed the landing. But this is the plane we were in at the minute. Tell you what, let's shut it down for now. That's a bassy sound, isn't it? Let's have a look what aircraft I've got that we could switch to.
End flight dialog. End flight button Alt plus E. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator dialog. Tab.
Or do we want to do it on Eurofly? What do we think? Hello Dylan, thanks for that. Robert, yeah, let's go on Eurofly, that's fine, yeah.
Dialog. Yes button Alt plus Y.
Let's exit FSX.
Hello, Dylan. Thanks for that.
Right,
Autopilot name. File subject exit.
and that.
Skype script profile untitled. Folder view Euroflight 2.
Eurofly.
Euroflight.
Welcome to Eurofly. About Eurofly.
Loading OpenStreetMap.
Right, so
List 1 1. MBDA men exit X. Exit N. List.
what shall we go in?
Airspeed, beach,
We probably want to go in like
beach,
category 2.
Bus A300.
I'm trying to think what we could go in. We flew the Airbus last week, the A320.
Airbus A320 changed.
What about Boeing's?
737 mod.
We really want something like...
Eclipse Jet 550.
I'm almost tempted to go in this Eclipse jet. This is really nice. I made this plane. I don't even think it's included in the mod. Yeah, let's go in the Eclipse. I mean, if you don't have the Eclipse, I would say go in something like... do you have the CRJ 700? Well, because that's kind of like the Eclipse in terms of speed. The Eclipse jet is a small, like, private jet which I made. I need to send it to Alllinks to have it included in the mod so that people can download it again. But we could go in that. I can position it in Cambridge. Yeah, let's go in this then.
Europe, UK, England. Africa, Europe.
Europe,
UK.
England. We want
Bristol, Cambridge.
Cambridge.
Europe, Cambridge.
Let's have a look at the weather, shall we?
Partly sunny.
Partly sunny, temperature 11. Not bad.
Africa,
Europe,
Europe.
Netherlands.
Netherlands, 9.
What?
Norway, Netherlands, 9.
It's a bit messed up.
Netherlands, 9. Netherlands, Amsterdam.
How far is it? Oh yeah, that's not far. Yeah. Sure, we can do that. Yeah. Gus, you just have to put in your YouTube stream key, or whatever you're streaming to, and then you have to go into settings and just set up your audio device, and that's the basics. You can add video, but it's a pain. You have to add a scene, I think it's in there, add scene. Right, so we need to get all this on.
21, 20,
Let me just turn my engine volumes up because they're really low at the minute. From another flight, I think, so let's turn them up.
52, 60,
Let's get them up there.
70, 80, 81, 82, 80.
Come on, go a bit faster, just turn up. Wish there was a command to just go to full volume, that'd be a bit easier. Right. We have to taxi this out.
Done. Set frequency.
116.78. Enter 1.
Sierra Kilo 737, this is ground.
116.7.
Ready. Off.
29.
Fasten your seatbelt.
52.
Done.
Right, let's taxi out. Yeah, that's right, Robert, at Cambridge, and we'll go to Amsterdam. I think this max, what's its max speed? Maximum airspeed. Okay, its maximum airspeed is 694 kilometers per hour. So I think it's a bit slower than the CRJ 700, but it's relatively the same. It's easier than going in like a Boeing or something, which would have way more speed. So as long as you stick to about 700 kilometers an hour, we'll be around the same, unless you want to go ahead.
Sierra Kilo 737, hold short of the landing runway and stand by.
Are you there, Marshall?
Yeah, I am
Sierra
back.
Kilo 737, landing runway is clear. You may
Okay.
contact parking.
Right, we're just going to taxi to parking.
43. 57. North.
Oh, Robert does have the eclipse, I think.
So what did you say, Marshall?
Minus
I
165.
said I think Robert does have the eclipse.
Does he?
Oh, it's just what I have in, so I'm presuming that's what he was on about.
I think he means the CRJ. Because I said to go in the CRJ 700 because it has relatively the same speed.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have the eclipse because I don't think I've even sent it for the mod yet.
Oh, okay, that was an error on the part of me then.
That's alright, right. So we want Europe, Netherlands. I don't know why it says Netherlands and then you have to go into Netherlands. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, I don't know why he's done that.
Oh yeah, seatbelts on, and now we need fuel. Let's add another 1,000.
0. 1,300. Pre-flight. Current landing, current range, 383 kilometers. 311.
Right, that should be just about enough. I'm just going to add another 500 fuel just in case.
No, everything's on. I don't know what it was alerting me to.
Robert, I have a different engine sound. Yeah, I do have a different... Did you say engine? Yeah, engine sound. Yeah, I'm using a different aircraft. This is the Eclipse jet. It's a small private jet, so it's not exactly the same aircraft, but they're relatively the same in terms of their speed.
Sierra Kilo 737, taxi and hold short runway 1.
Ready.
Ventilation pressure on. Climate control on.
TCAS on.
Radar on.
Status monitor
Cabin
on.
lights on. Tail lights on. Strobe lights on.
Right, I can now.
Done.
I will be able to take it up to altitude, just sit back and just
Done.
let this thing do its thing.
Sierra Kilo 737, taxi and hold
It's
short
got an
runway
auto
1.
now, I'm just there for the TCAS now.
Right, runway 1.
15.
Oh dear me.
49.
I'm not going to get passengers because this thing doesn't hold many anyway.
Gates.
Yeah, CRJ 700 is fine, Robert.
West. 1. 8. 1.
Sierra Kilo 737, contact power for takeoff.
Ground
Wish to
active
stay
116.7, and 102, 9, 2, 7,
Squawk 1657. Sierra Kilo 737,
Oh, you're there. You're not muted.
Yeah, I'm still there, it's alright, I'm just stapling something.
Okay. I'm going through just a narrow corridor. Channel on my left. So really, if anything goes wrong, I'm either going to have to do an SOS landing or I'm going to have to go to Cardiff for this rate.
You there?
Yeah, is it working?
Yeah, so let me know when you're ready, Robert. Then we'll go.
Oops, I forgot that I forgot this could only go up to 12,000 at maximum.
Okay, Robert says he's almost ready. Dean, can I send you your my passenger speaking sounds? Yeah, if you send an email to me, it's blindflightsimmer44@gmail.com. blindflightsimmer44@gmail.com. I'll write that in the chat as well. Then I can send you the folder with the sounds in.
I was thinking about making new screaming sounds, but the sounds of me screaming, you wouldn't want to listen to those for long unless you really had to. Or you might want to if I'm in the middle of a performance, but not when I'm screaming at my own plane. Or because I've over-rotated it by a few degrees.
So our takeoff speed is 186. I'm going to get clearance. And then we'll go in a second. Even if you're a tiny bit behind Robert, that's fine, because I think your plane has a bit more speed anyway. Right, are we all ready? Let's go. And we're up.
Good.
Continue your ascent and maintain runway heading. Maintain your present course.
Off. Take off successful.
Here, Kilo 737.
Automatic navigation on.
And set course towards your destination.
500.
My communicator is on in case we lose comms.
Done.
Okay, I've just turned mine on. I'm going to increase to speed.
No significant delays, probably maybe 5 miles from the latest.
Alright, thanks for that, Dylan. I've got that email address. I'll put them in Dropbox once I've done the stream in a bit.
Oh, was that Dylan?
Yeah.
I'm not monitoring the chat at the minute. As I usually do, just got some music
Here, Kilo 737. Fine, and maintain.
You know, interacting with what's going on the stream, and also interacting with the plane. Because I obviously can't play music with this system on the stream. I've just sent a test message through, just to make sure everything's working.
Taskbar. Euroflight.
15.
Profile untitled scene. Seat. Euroflight.
Okay, we're right at the sunset now. By the way, I've just sent a test message to the sunset to
Yeah, I think that's oops, yeah, I think that's worked. It came through.
Okay. Okay, Cardiff is 20 miles away, so if anything goes wrong, I can get there.
Well, I can get to Cardiff, you mean? Or you can?
I can if anything goes wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because if we lose comms, I will probably want to troubleshoot the problem on the ground. Or I would anyway. Because I have a tendency of just crashing. If I'm on the ground, at least I can maintain constant communication on Eurofly, even if I've lost comms and I'm trying to troubleshoot.
Alright, I'm going to go to full power now, which is 700 kilometers an hour for this plane.
17 minutes, 59
Attention,
seconds,
you're entering the
98
turbulence.
miles.
RR list Amsterdam Schiphol, 279 km ahead, 24 minutes Amsterdam Schiphol.
Yeah, sure, it's 24 minutes.
List English Marshall Fairbrother says, edit multi-line red only. Edit multi-line red only. List
Good.
List Amsterdam Schiphol, 200 Eurofly.
It's not too bad, especially for, although I think in the Cessna it would have taken a lot longer.
Here at Kilo 737, you are leaving the airspace of our airport. We wish you a safe flight.
Flying through clouds. Set frequency.
Robert, you're flying, the max speed is 876 and you'll go to 700. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you get there a bit before me, there's no problem with that.
108 Eurofly.
Yeah, you've also got to not randomly change weather courses, so...
Yeah, you could get headwinds and tailwinds.
20 knot headwind, something, or 320 knot tailwind, and you can get 320 knot headwind.
And Gus, for the communicator, you try Control Shift G to turn it on, and then Alt G will write a message. But make sure you are, when you go into the messages panel, which will appear when you hit tab, you can change the channel with your numbers. Change the channel you're on. I think there's different channels for various languages, isn't there now?
Yeah,
Or something.
although if you set it up correctly, like I have, I've got English on channel 1 because obviously that's my language, and I've got privates 1, 2 and 3.
Borat, we have 40 aircraft in the air. Yeah, that's pretty good actually, yeah. Very good for Eurofly. It's good you can see that, and yeah, there's clearly a lot of people playing it.
Bristol is 4 miles away, so if anything goes wrong, that's my whole point.
Charging battery 6%.
Hi Robert, that works. I've just got a message from you on the communicator.
List Amsterdam. List English Marshall. Edit multi-line red. List English Marshall Fairbrother says the pilot test. English Robert. Hi all.
Yeah, I got that, Robert, as well. On your message as well, Marshall, so mine's fine.
Edit
Yeah.
Eurofly.
Attention, you're entering the turbulence.
List Amsterdam. List English Robert. Hi all.
So yeah, I'm on channel 0 now. So Gus, if you're on
English Marshall Fairbrother says the pilot Robert. Hi. John Dave. You said hello.
Say again?
Oh yeah, I've got Borak on there as well. So that's all working on the communicator. I was just saying, Gus, if you do Control Shift G and you're on channel 0, then that should work.
Oh, I thought we'd lost comms because you just kind of cut out. So
Robert, hi Robert, have a safe flight.
Say again, but I think everything's
Hi, Robert.
working.
Have a safe flight.
T-Cats. Rise T-Cats.
Edinburgh.
Rise
Euro.
T-Cats. Rise T-Cats.
List Amsterdam. Euro.
Rise T-Cats. Rise
Oh,
T-Cats.
I got a T-Cast.
Rise T-Cats.
Get out of her
Rise
way!
T-Cats. Rise T-Cats.
Why is it still...
Rise T-Cats.
Euro flight.
Oh, it's the damn auto altitude, that's what it is.
T-Cats. Rise
Disengage the
T-Cats.
autopilot!
I'm
Rise
trying.
T-Cats. Rise.
Disengage it!
If this crashes, I'm going to be really annoyed because this is autopilot's fault.
Have you disengaged the
No, we're fine, we're fine. It didn't crash, it didn't crash.
Altitude. Euro flight.
Did you have to shove the nose down or up?
I pulled it up after I disengaged the auto altitude because despite the fact the auto altitude was set to climb, it was still beeping.
Ah, we're right on the Wiltshire right now. Travelled 145 miles. And we're...
List Amsterdam ship. List Germany. Virgin Echo. Robert. Hi Robert. Have a safe English. Robert. I have the English language set at channel 3 and fly at 6,000 meters.
Flying through clouds.
And flying 6,000 meters.
Did you hear when we landed the Cessna Chancellor, the noise it made?
Yes, I did.
Did you usually do that?
Yeah, mine did that.
That was funny.
I thought you crashed it. Or I thought someone had disengaged the AP at the last second and crashed it.
Out of clouds.
Although when you came back on and you didn't say anything about someone taking control of the plane, I was relieved. Because if they had, I would have, well, you would have heard what I can do when somebody makes me angry. Because when I get angry, well, I'm unpredictable.
Georgia Gus. KN4IE. Okay, so I have to have mine set to 1 to type messages.
Yes, because you will have to have it set to 1 to type messages. That's one thing I have noticed.
Oh, it has to be on 1, it can't be on 0.
Yeah, has to be on 1 to type messages.
Okay.
Edwin. Robert. Yes, thank you. You too.
Robert. Yeah, thank you. You too.
Edinburgh. Euro flight.
204 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 44 1,000 11,001.
Right, anyway. We're approaching Amsterdam and this is going to be the last flight, everyone. I might see you on your fly around later, I might do some more flying, but I have to go and do some things. I have to have eye drops in and things, so I need to take a break from this for a bit.
Yeah, and it's not something that can just be bypassed. Because, well, serious. The absolute worst case scenario, this channel could be out of action. And I just want to lay that down now as an absolute worst. But hopefully, all being well, everything will resume as normal. I just wanted to lay that down as an absolute worse, because obviously, as you know, we don't know when it's going to go left or if it's going to go left, and I don't want to have to try and figure out how to do it when you're on its back street.
188 kilometers Amsterdam, Schiphol, 18 hours,
That's,
45 minutes.
I just wanted to lay that down. Because if anything were to happen, I probably wouldn't be in a position to sort this out anyway, and I'll probably be screaming, so anything that I did upload would probably be very distorted and very unreadable. Very.
List England's Robert, yeah, thank you, too. What's he? England. What's he, Robert, flying over the sea?
Oxford is literally 0.000.
Robert's flying over the sea. Nice. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're over the sea now as well, yeah. That checks out.
Yeah, it's good.
One 171 kilometers Amsterdam, Schiphol, 18 hours, 45 minutes and 10 seconds, 694 headwind, 154.
I may have just got rid of a 194 kilometre headwind, which was stopping us from making much progress.
Oh.
Oh look, who's flying.
List, North Sea, Rock, Headed Multi-Line, Land, Cambridge, England, Cat 2, Lat, Fit 1 pilots, astronomers,
My
Neptune pilots, Declan Webster,
transponder is
Eclipse
off,
Jet 500, Robert, our current traffic, Robert, CRJ 700 Bob.
Just saying the last
Declan Webster, Robert, our current land, 40 airplanes, Land, Michelle 2018, Airbus A320, Aerosol 127 passengers. The Parport, last current land, Miguel, Airbus, the Parport, last report, the Airbus A300, 600, ST Beluga with 320 passengers.
Miguel's flying the Beluga,
Mendoza, Argentina.
still from Argentina to that Mexico airport. Oh nice, I love the CRJ 200.
Japan, course, Hinton, Russia. Last known position, current stage, land.
Alright.
Last current land, Gus, KN 4 Gus, KN4IE. Learjet 45 Bob with 7 passengers. Departure airport, Atlanta, Georgia. Course, Chicago O'Hare, Illinois. Last known current stage and last known position, Atlanta, Georgia, current stage, Tennessee. Atlanta, 10, Boeing 700, the port, last current land, Adrian, boat, the port, last current land, J2, boat, the port, last current land, Dave. 2, the port, last current land, Dorset, boat, the port, last current land, Rock, with strap, boat, the port, last current land, Dave. Boat, the port, last current land, Franjo, Luz, Airs, the port, last current land, Mohammed, the port, last current land, JZ. The port, last current land, Declan Webster, with the port, last current land, Young Man. Boat, the port, last current land, JV. Boat, the port, last current land, George. Airs, the departure port, last current land, Maya. With the port, last current land, Alexis. Air, the port, last current land, Cooler. Air, the port, last current land, Robert. CR, departure airport, CRJ 700, Bob, departure airport. Main course, Amsterdam, last known position, Cambridge, current state, England. Land, Commandante, Rob says the port, last current land, land. Euro. List, Amsterdam. List, North Sea, Robert. I would like some more flat positions. North Sea, Robert. I would like some more flat positions. You can switch with left and right racket, and you can edit them in the aircraft form.
Yes, yeah Robert, that would be good. Yeah, flat positions would make things a lot more realistic.
Yep.
130 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 and 694 crosswind from right.
R.
694 crosswind from right.
R.
128.
Right, I'm going to start descending now slowly to make it a bit more realistic so that they would descend slower.
Out of clouds.
Yeah.
D.
121 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 46 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, that's how it would work really with flat positions. You should have flaps 1, 2, 3 and you would set them as you near the approach, and they should all have different impacts on the speed, just like the gear does. So you know, maybe if you have flaps 1 it brings the speed down by 5, flaps 2 is 10, flaps 3 is maybe 15 or something. That's how it should work really, but we just have flaps.
List,
Yeah.
North Sea, Robert. I did say it already to Stefan and he was interested.
I did say it already to Stefan and he was interested.
Oh, okay. Hopefully he adds it then. We'll see. Yeah, I mean,
Euro line.
And we should have it as well as possible where flaps extended to a position of 1 at 250 knots or above will cause serious damage.
yeah, you should probably crash if you have flaps or gear extended above a certain speed, because in real life, you know, like now, if I put the gear down, nothing would happen, but in real life, if I put the gear down now, it would be ripped off the plane, literally, because you're going too fast for it.
Yeah. Unless, of course, the flaps are playing a vital role in a crash like that MD-83 you reported nearly a year ago that crashed and went inverted. The stabiliser snapped or something, didn't it? The Alaska Airlines MD-83 that crashed inverted.
Alaska Airlines, yeah, that was an MD-80s, I think a part of the screw in the tail failed or something, and it ended up going inverted. How are we doing at altitude? We're fine, 8,000, dropping through
Z list North C Robert. I hope it's possible to add it in the program, like you say, as the landing gear. Edit multi. Euroflight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be pretty simple to add in. I don't think it would be a major thing. I mean, he's only got to add in the different flap positions, like say you could use left and right bracket or something, and just like the landing gear, it takes a bit of speed off, and when you pull it up it adds a bit of speed on. I don't think it would be majorly difficult, it's just whether he adds it, that's the thing, but hopefully, yeah, that would be a nice feature. This flight is landing in about
List Amsterdam Schiphol, 90 AM ahead, 7 in Amsterdam.
10
List,
minutes
send
probably
Red
most.
next.
That was from Munchkins, by the way, she has to the train.
Z Euroflight.
6,591.
I haven't flown to Amsterdam for a while. I mean, I have pretty recently, you know, as in like, probably in this version, but not for a while.
No, not on the channel for a while anyway. That last time we did land, that was that Embraer 145 that Mike couldn't fly.
Oh god, do you remember that? That was that Embraer where we landed it with its short plane in Amsterdam, and we were circling around the airport for like hours, not literally, but you know, it felt like it because it would not capture the glide slope.
Yeah, I was listening to Oryx's first ever, or probably not first ever, but first ever Microsoft flight on YouTube, and he put IYP into landing mode about 100 miles out.
Oh dear, did the plane crash?
No, it kept saying 14,000 on approach.
14,000 on approach. Very high.
He was trying to bring it into Toronto, and then when it got to 23 miles out, it went to 4,000 on approach, and then said that the glide slope and the localizer were fine.
Flying over clouds.
Right, we are 70 away, 4,900.
And then
A bit low, if anything.
And then when he was trying to taxi it to the gate, it started giving him sync rates. He accidentally contacted ground and requested a touch and go. So he tried to taxi it and hold it short on the runway. And as soon as he went to hold short, it just said sync rate, pull up, and then crashed. As soon as it was FSX, it just reloaded him back at the airport. He tried to taxi it to the gate and it just would not go, and then when it finally did go, I think he was having another problem with something, I'm not sure what it was now. I remember I've put FSX pilot into landing mode 20 miles out at flight level 360 and it's just died. That was a that was a Bombardier Crash 8, or one of them was, not the flight level 360.
I want to get back in the Dash 8 on FSX a little bit because I have a new sound pack for it, which I don't think I've shown on the channel yet. So I'd like to do that at some point. I probably could have flown that today actually, but I wanted to do a bit of GA.
Yeah, I know one of them was the Bombardier Crash 8 Q400 from Riku, or wherever we got it from. Another was a Bombardier Learjet 45 from flight level 350 coming down and almost crashed.
TCAS. Descent. TCAS. Descent. TCAS. Descent.
Are you there?
TCAS.
Yeah.
Descent.
Oh, sorry, I think it was on mute. I said I've got a TCAS.
Descent.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, we are descending a lot.
Descent. TCAS. Descent.
You have entered airspace of a new airport, Squawk 9057. Identification confirmed. SK737, this is your destination airport. Descend to 100 and contact tower for landing clearance at 2 kilometers from the airport.
Heavy clouds, strong wind 7.
Why have I not got real world weather in yet?
Oh, not weather problems again. We're just gonna have to land the plane.
43 heavy clouds, 0.
It probably will load in a minute.
Yeah, I want this to be a complete success after last week.
You have entered the airspace. Identification confirmed. Welcome and
Mostly clear,
continue in your
temperature
present
10
course.
freezing.
There we go, mostly clear, temperature 10. Not bad weather for Amsterdam.
I was flying in Faro yesterday and the temperature it was mostly clear, temperature 60.
Oh wow.
37 1000.
Last time we landed into Faro on channel was the Dassault Falcon 7X crash.
1135. 694 at line 9. 900
Right, I won't be looking at the chat for a bit, I'm just going to focus on getting this down.
Copied. Okay, we've just turned north because I'm not landing at Norwich. I'm doing a big circle. I'm going from Norwich to... I'm going to do a bit of VFR over the local area. And then come into East Midlands Airport and do a full stop. Log me a decent bit of time in this Eclipse jet.
426. Minus 3. 25. 396. 23 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours. Amsterdam messages to Netherlands. Robert, it's 10 degrees here. France, Johan. Robert, hello. Netherlands, Robert, hi. Traffic, dashboard. 240. 19 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 47 minutes and 25 seconds. 192. 1.
Oh, stop dropping so fast.
Hello!
I know what I'm doing.
Minus 2.
Apparently.
171. 15. 149. 621. 130. 13. 576. 114. Minus 2. 104.
Gone.
0.
Oh, the clouds are 5,000.
Gear down. Flaps out. Speed's coming back. Level at 100.
11
Don't
kilometers
stall.
Amsterdam Schiphol 356/337 10 kilometer 307/0 headline 284/0 head 264 249 230 220 212 200 109 182 185 head 9.0 kilometers Amsterdam 99.
Right, we are level and at the right speed. Everything is set.
Good.
Nothing can go wrong now. Apparently. I don't see anything that can go wrong. We are definitely at the right speed. Affirm. 185.
Whatever you do tonight, please do not stall.
No, we're not going to stall. We're fine.
6.9 kilometers 38 seconds.
Although we are a bit slow now, so we're making slow progress towards the airport, but I'm not messing with the speed.
Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 50 minutes and 16 seconds.
Come on, let's get to this airport.
Messages Russia. Viewer Yuxek. While Michelle is flying over Turkey. Netherlands. Robert. Landing.
Okay, Robert's landing just ahead of us.
Traffic. Dashboard.
So we're coming in just behind you.
3.6 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 50 minutes and 52 seconds.
Bye-bye.
2.4 kilometers Amsterdam 99. 2.1 kilometers Amsterdam Schiphol 18 hours 50 minutes and 20
SK737, you are cleared to land. I repeat, you are cleared to land.
minus 13, 82, 71, 61, 51, 44, 35, 28, 21, 14,
Minimums.
6, 3, 0.
And we're down.
Okay.
Landing successful.
Minimums was called a little bit late.
96/0.
Yeah, we didn't even need a full break in there. Yeah, minimums was very late. I wouldn't have been able to go around.
116.2 enter 1. 116.2.
We landed nice and softly.
Minus 1,315. 107. 84. 98. Minus 892.
Okay, we're over Lincolnshire.
Start shutting things down.
Pressure off. Climate control on.
TCAS off.
Weather radar off.
94 kilometers
Status monitor off.
north.
Cabin lights off. Tail lights off. Strobe lights off.
Automatic navigation off. Off.
Minus 219. Minus 146. Minus 96. Minus 63. Minus 37. Minus 19. Minus 6. 1/2930.
Parking position.
7/2930.
Right, ventilation can come off as well. Right engine, left engine. Very nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That was fun. A lot of fun. How long was that? 312 kilometers, 35 minutes to Amsterdam. Not a bad flight at all. We have 522 fuel left.
To end. About
522.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with that?
Oh, that was a bit dangerous in case you had to go around.
Nah, that's fine. 522 is fine. That gives us a good go around. I wasn't going to go full fuel just for that. Right, yeah. That is about it then. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll just check the chat one more time.
Oh, that retracted Munchkins.
Yeah, your message retracted. Right, that's about it everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bit of GA on FSX and then the little flight to Amsterdam. I'll get back on Eurofly soon and we can do some more multi-player sort of stuff. Because that's always fun. Well, yeah, formation flying unless you're in jets. I suppose you could call it formation flying. Yeah, as long as we're not too close in this formation. All right, I'll see you next time.
Settings. Stop streaming button.